The next generation of Chicano music is finally here. Coming up, we're catching up with members of La 45 and what's in the future for the group. Stay close, you're watching Up Close with Mingo Mariano.
Te estás volviendo loco. La la la, la la la, la la la, ah. La la la, la la. Que te estás volviendo. Ya no te hagas tanto daño, corazón.
I'm Fernando Munoz Jr. I'm here from San Antonio, born and raised, and I play tenor sax with La 45. As a horn player, I'm a big fan of horn sections, and since I really wasn't involved with the Tejano scene coming up, until I started playing with them, and I actually started even listening to it more, Latin Breed, Joe Jama, Royal Jesters, and I just every time I hear that music makes me think of us, and it's pretty cool. The way the crowds react when they hear it, seeing all those faces when they've playing all the old school stuff from when they were young, and even the younger people, starting to get a lot more younger people come out, and it's pretty cool. I really like to see the reaction of the crowd when we're playing. It's a pretty good feeling. I think in Tullison, we played at a festival there, and I could actually see people singing along to some of our EP songs on the EP, and I thought that was amazing. I hadn't experienced anything like that before. First time I met Mike and John, it was at a birthday party for Rene Garcia, trombone player, and we're playing up in Austin. It was at a bar up there, and we had already been there, just with the just playing, jamming out. And he had announced that they were coming in. They had just had a gig, I think. They just got back, and they got down there as fast as they could. And they started playing, John, Gracie, and Mike, and we jammed out with them for a little bit. And then after that, we just friended each other on Facebook, and just stayed in connected. That was well before the band even formed. So just stayed in touch on Facebook, and then they presented the idea of being in the band. I was down for it, whatever. Just wanted to play, and we're here today. I think we're all young in the band, and I think even that is a message in itself. We like the music, and it's most of parents and grandpa's music, but we're young music and we love it. And I think the way we put on a show every time, I think if I were to tell my friends, hey, come out and listen, or some other young group, they just listen once, I'd say. Come and catch a show at least once, and I think we'd make everybody believers, All
right, I'm Isaac Munoz. I play the trombone. I've been told that I am the loudest player in the band, without a mic or amp, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, I was the youngest until Will, so I was always the one, as 21, being really young. Everyone else is kind of, well, my brother's 22, and after that it's kind of a little gap. It's like 23, 24, then 25. So I was always a little young before that. So I met Mike when I was 20, so I was young, and then they got Will, and Will's now 20, so he took the spot. So there's a big crowd, and then we started playing, you could tell, man, they're like, man, who are these guys? We're coming up all dressed out, looking good with the white suits. So man, who are these guys? And we started playing the first note from the first song. Man, you could tell people's reactions were starting to change, and man, this band's pretty awesome. Then by the fourth, fifth song, man, people were dancing and dancing around the stage, dancing everywhere. So you could tell that experience, just that alone, just seeing people how they reacted to us and how much they loved the music was a pretty awesome experience.
So I come from a family of musicians, just like many other guys in the band. My dad's a singer. My older brother is also a band director in the Southwest ISD, who also plays the saxophone. and my little sister also played the saxophone. So, you know, we're really ingrained in the Southwest ISD district down south in San Antonio. I teach where I came out of, you know, these kids. I come from the same background I come from, so I feel like that's giving me my edge when it comes to teaching. I play everything when it comes to music. Being raised in a Spanish household, all I heard was Vicente Fernandez nonstop. So that came from my dad, and then my exposure to Tejano music came from my mother. I grew up with all the 90s stuff, La Diferencia, Tropa F. So I knew that stuff, but I wasn't exposed to all that 70s stuff till I met these guys. Music just takes me somewhere else, man. And it just gives me this joy. And that's what I want to give to my kids, you know? All this new generation of kids are all bummed out, and it makes me happy knowing that all these kids are coming to jazz band, going to Mr. Tay's, and I'm like, yeah, you know.
Well, we were still playing with Little Joe at the time, me and John Ontiveros, our trumpet player. And the drummer with Little Joe at the time, Zeke Galvan, he came with us too to do La 45, and it really started as just something to do on the side when we had dates off, you know. Joe had a really cool touring schedule that was like a lot of casinos and stuff, but there was definitely a season where we toured and we had a lot of time off. So we were looking for something to do while we were having time off. We thought we'll put a band together just for fun, and we did Fanfare of 2017, and we just had a great response, and we said, oh, maybe we should, you know, do it a little more serious. And then it turned into being really serious to the point where it was like, okay, we have to kind of do one or the other, you know, and decided that it was time to move on from Little Joe and do what was going to come next. I'm actually born and raised in Lathrop, California, a small town outside of Stockton, California. I moved here when I was 19. I moved because I wanted to play Tejano music. So I actually came on a train. I came into Sunset Station and came in with all my bags. And my sister's best friend from high school lived here. And I stayed with her and her family for like 6 months, and then got my own place, and been here since, well, it's 10 years now this year. I come from a family of musicians, so I was already playing with my family's band professionally since I was 12. So they played some Tejano, but they played, they were a dance band, party band. You know, they played top 40, they played salsa, they played everything. So it was fun, but I wanted to play specifically Tejano. And even though there are a lot of Tejano music fans in California, there weren't enough to like have a band that did that all the time and make money and stay busy, you know. So I came to San Antonio one time as a gift when I graduated high school. My aunt brought me and my cousin, we both graduated, and she brought us over for the weekend and went to the Fiesta Ballroom in Seguin and saw David Lee and Michael Salgado, and went to another ballroom here in San Antonio, I can't remember, the Blanco Ballroom, I think, and saw Aviso with Freddie Martinez and Joe Bravo and Sonny Osuna, all these guys, and that was it. I was already looking for a way to get off the plane and call my parents, tell them I wasn't coming home, you know, because I just loved it. You know, everything about San Antonio I've always loved since that first visit. Well, since the three original guys, we were all playing for Little Joe and we were doing a side band. We had done this little side band on the side before, and we were called Los Familiars because it was like La Familia, and it was just a stupid little name that we used. And we would just play at little restaurants and stuff for fun and play whatever we wanted to. And Tom Cruise, Joe's guitar player, would come with us sometimes, and we'd just play whatever we wanted. And we just had a Friday off or something, so we'd do it, you know, mainly in Big Spring, in John's hometown. So if we were traveling through there, we'd stop there and do a night there. But then we decided, you know, we wanted to do some other shows and stuff while we had the time off. And we said, well, what are we going to call ourselves? You know, and we thought, you know, we should try to do something that gives a nod to Little Joe, since that's where we're coming from, and, you know, big influence on us, and we were playing a lot of his music at the time. And so La 45 was something that, you know, it was a hit for him in the 70s, and it's a super old Mexican song. So, you know, we liked the wordplay because it could have been the song, it could have been, because we were, playing a little more retro style with the horn section and stuff, it could have been in reference to a 45 record, and then my favorite thing to tell people is, Donald Trump had just been elected in the end of 2016. So I said, what would he love more than a band full of young Mexican kids calling themselves the 45, since he's 45th president. But well, there are 10 guys and 2 girls that are with us. The 2 girls are with us not all the time, but as much as we can have them. My wife, Amy, and then Cristina Hinojosa comes and plays drums or percussion with us whenever she's not on the road with Stephanie Montiel. But in the band all the time, on drums is Will O'Rourke. He's the newest member, youngest member, 20 years old. And he just kind of stepped in. Our original drummer left late last year. Christina helped us finish the record, and she was doing a lot of the touring with us in the beginning. But Stephanie's schedule was starting to pick up too, and we found Will, and his dad's actually Billy O'Rourke from David Lee Garza, so he's no stranger. We always tell him, you're at the Tejano royalty already. We're lucky to have you. But the original guys were myself, John Ontiveros on trumpet, and in the horn section, you guys met Leo and Fernando and Isaac, and then the last guy is Xavier, our second trumpet player, and then Chris Villanueva on keyboards, who is just a monster musician. Robert Casillas on accordion, and then on guitars, Joaquin Cura, who a lot of people know, from his time with David Lee, and he had a good solo career. And we're lucky we've built a good team. Our management team is really strong. We're working with Yvette and Ray Cantu, and they've been, just in the small time that we've been with them, have really helped us grow our career exponentially. But even before that, there were a lot of obstacles that everybody faces. No radio play, no money, no record labels, no venues, no support from people. There's tons of stuff that can easily kill your vibe, and just kind of make you, well, why would you do it, But I think we haven't lost sight of why we're doing it. It's just because we love to play the music. And at the end of the day, if nobody showed up, we'd probably be playing it at home, still, doing it anyway. We try to have a real high energy show, because we're excited about what we're doing and we want everybody else to be excited about what we're doing. It's definitely a wider musical experience than I think anybody's expecting when they get there. And that's what we hope everybody leaves with, is like, man, that was awesome. And it wasn't just the same, after the same, after the same, after the same. And they can find it anywhere that they download MP3s from, anywhere they stream music, and on our website, la45music.com. And there they can link to all our social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, at La45 Music Official. They can find us on Spotify.
Hi, I'm Ryan Isaac Munoz. Let's do it again. Alrighty.
Serious.
Hi, I'm Isaac Munoz from La 45, and you're watching.
And you're watching Disney Channel.
Hey, I'm Fernando Munoz. This is from and you're watching Up Close with Mariano Mingo. Mingo's Mariano. Hey, I'm Fernando Munoz from La 45, and you're watching Up Close with Mingo Mariano. I'm looked up. I don't know. I'm waiting for the we're clear.
One more time. Where does that come from? What does it mean?
So I don't know per se, but Mike tells us a lot. No, not really. No.
I've never actually met him.
I said hi a couple times.
Awkwardly.
Oh, Mike is one of these short.
Wait, are we? Yeah. Are you asking me how tall I am? Do I include my hair or no? That's it. Hi, this is Mike Torres with La 45, and you're watching Up Close with Mingo Mariano.
And then you'll do.
And that's how you do it, boys.